Oh, right. Head in hands. I'm afraid this is really an apology. So I did the live stream today, and it was disastrous. It's like it just everything went wrong. There were quite a few people showed up and saw it, so I got lots of witnesses to my utter humiliation. But when I finished the stream, I realised I hadn't started recording. So I haven't started to record it. This wasn't recorded at all. So I'm going to run you through the catalogue of disasters that took place. Remember, I had a new king, a new emperor. My father had died suddenly at the end of the last one, just after forming the new religion. And we started sort of, in today's episode, we started sort of like trying to convert some of the counties to the new religion. So that was kind of going okay. And there was a little area over here, Moravia, I think it was called, Great Moravia, which is odd because I think of Moravia as a bit further up. But anyway, that's what I think the realm was called. It was independent, it was relatively small. It was about sort of maybe 7 or 8 castles. And because it formed a big chunk of the kingdom of Burgundy, I thought, right, I'm having that. I'll take them over, form the kingdom or usurp the kingdom of Burgundy, give it to one of my sons. Excellent. They only had 250 soldiers or something like that. They had an ally, brought their army up to about 3,000. So I started the war. And as you can see, I'm winning it. But I was thinking, God, this war is getting harder and harder and harder and harder. And what I hadn't realised is that West Francia was actually fighting them for a war of independence, which, of course, they lost. So actually, I ended up fighting West Francia. Having said that, I still think I could win this war. I'm on 54%. They got a big army, and it's very good quality. And mine is shredded, but I can, go back and get, rebuild it. The war is winnable. And then I had one really annoying count, and I thought, right, he was doing schemes everywhere. I thought, what can I do to get rid of him? And I knew that I couldn't take his title away from him without causing a massive rebellion. But I didn't realise, or I'd forgotten, that imprisoning him has the same effect. So I tried to imprison him. It was a very, very low chance of success, but I thought, that's fine, because he'll just run away or whatever. No. I'm involved in this massive war against my tyranny now. So, and that's 16,000. And some of these are good quality troops, I could win either war. I don't know how I can win both wars. So I've got myself in the right predicament. And even worse, he's had one of those life-ending events. So I think he's going to be dead in the next year or so. His primary heir is a boy, and I'm tempted to get rid of this war, the rebellion, by surrendering, which will mean that I'm deposed, but it means I get to start again as a much younger person, this Prince Sultry. But we're not in an amazing succession position because I hadn't really been emperor that long to kind of like sort things out nicely. So I'm actually losing really the whole of Corsica and Sardinia to my brother, my older brother. And the successions aren't really going the way that I want them to. So it's kind of a bit of a nightmare, really. So I'm going to give it some thought. I'm going to see what I can do. If I can improve the succession, I might abdicate in order to stop the rebellion, and then go on, hopefully, to win this war against West Francia. Although even winning it will be the most Pyrrhic of victories. To quote, I think it was Lurch James's as called it. Who used that word. It would be a very, very Pyrrhic victory. But I do get the advantage of having my first child relatively young since Wardens came out, and I can rule as a child, which I think would be quite interesting to do. So I'm very inclined to do that. But between now and next week, I'm going to have a fiddle around with this, and I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to improve this succession, which doesn't take any time, just that I can move some titles around or something like that. Like if I can give his brother a few less valuable titles, maybe I can get to keep the most valuable ones. I don't know. I'm going to have a look into that, to see what I can come up with. But that was fun and crazy all at the same time. And I am so sorry that I didn't record it. I went on, I got it streaming, I got everything set up, and I thought we were good. But because I didn't start recording at the beginning, as soon as I should always just turn them both on at the same time, so I normally do. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. But it's a bit of a wasted opportunity. But I think we're in a really, really interesting position. Come along next week. I will record it. Okay, so if you miss it, I will record it. But come along for the live session, because I think we've got a really, really interesting and tricky problem to dig ourselves out of. So I'm trying to make a virtue out of my terrible play. I'm just glad that Lyra can't watch these, because she would absolutely tear me apart, and Chris as well wasn't there, so I'm kind of relieved about that too, because they would have torn me apart, quite rightly. But having said that, I genuinely forgot to record it. This is not an excuse. This is not me trying to get out of the humiliation. I'd quite happy for everybody to watch me muck up. Well, I think everybody that watches these has seen that. So there we go. I'll be back next Monday with another live stream, hopefully being a little bit more capable and doing a little bit of a better job. In the meantime, you take care, everybody, and don't forget to watch the No One Ever Plays Finland ones. There'll be another one on Wednesday as normal. Take care now. Bye-bye.